So I'm here with 2 times Europe's Strongest Man, Luke Stoltman. Today we're training for Europe's Strongest Man. We're going to be doing the press medley run through, and then we're going to be fine tuning some new skills for Luke that he can hopefully take to World's Strongest Man. Down. So today what we'll do is we'll treat this very much like we are backstage at Giants. So we'll imagine you're backstage, so you won't have the world's greatest warm-up, but we'll go up to something like we would do backstage. So we're training the Europe's press medley now. Luke's going to do a run through, so he's just warming up. We've got 90 for 2 dumbbell, 152 safe press, 150 for 2 axle, 150 for 2 log coming up. This is the comp run through, so he's doing warm-ups like he's backstage. I'm going to go straight into a comp run through. It's about 130 that, I reckon.
You ever done it when it fucking scunts you in the face?
I haven't, but I remember this time when we were training for this under 90 show and I had a safe press and we were all training this yoke, and Hicksy comes in his 105 days, and he was like, "Oh, what are you doing, boys?" And we're like, "Oh, we're just pressing this yoke." And he's like, "Let me show you." And he started strict pressing this yoke, showing off, put it down, smacked himself in the face and floored himself. And we're all like, "Yeah, fuck off." he'll remember that, Hicksy, because that was... You know the 90 is strict on this? Was it 90 or was it 85 or whatever fuck?
It would have been 85, yeah.
Okay, 85.
I thought it was 100, but it weighs 65, so fuck, I could have done more than that.
Oh, you thought you strict 100?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it was 15 kilos less.
The goal of the session really is just to do a fast run through. He did the run through a couple of weeks ago when it first came out, and then we've practiced each implement separately, being a bit quicker and more efficient. So today's just piecing everything together and being faster than he was a couple of weeks ago. There's no doubt he's going to finish the medley. It's just being a bit quicker than last time and ironing out some faults. The main thing we've worked on is the dumbbell, because I wanted him to touch and go the clean to be faster on that. So that's one of the main areas where he's going to make up a bit of time. Ready? Lift. Down. 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 If he fucked it, we'd do 2, but it was good, so 2-1. Yeah, 49 that was.
49. So you want to do some throws?
Yeah. Well, you've got a couple of sets of strict log to do.
Oh, strict, sorry, yeah.
Come out of strict. So we're on to strict log now. He's got 153 by 3. That first set, he just did with no warm-up for strict, so this next 2 sets will probably be a lot faster. But he's put his head through on the last rep of each set as well, because he didn't put his head through on that one. But other than that, it was sweet.
But we didn't teach that.
On the last rep only. I tell you what, if you do yoke press, you do 1 more set. Just doing deals. What does it weigh though? Because you said 180 or 200. There's quite a variance in that. Let me have a feel. It's a bit high. Oh, that's pressable. Yeah, you can press that. I mean, it feels like a good calf raise, so, you know. If I can calf raise it, Luke can press it. That could be the rule. That's absolutely crazy.
Okay.
There we go. No matter what I teach you on your sandbag, is you're a big fella, but mechanics wise, you need to throw more like me. So you kind of go in there, you're throwing from there. I want you to think about bring it up into your crotch. You should be that way. See how much more loaded I'm getting, because you're kind of here and you're losing loads of power. Whereas if you went all the way back, you'd be able to get more stretch reflex out of it. And what I would say as well is you should only ever practice one swing. Yeah, so you should grab, even if it's a max lift, grab, load and throw. Because sometimes doing, like your first swing's looking good and then you kind of like you're giving the bag more chance to start moving.
It's over. It's like a world record, son. You fucking dirty bastard.
Well, this is just a general bag throw thing for Luke, because some lifters have the mechanics to be able to short swing the bag throw and get loads of power. But with Luke, he needs a bigger back swing when it's a max effort as well. And if you like really master bag throw, you can almost have two, because that's a slower technique as well. You could technically have two techniques where maybe if you're in a bag throw run, your first three bags you short swing, but then when you get into the last bag you need to full swing to obviously make sure you get it over. Now we're heading off to the Stoltman gym to mess about with some behind the neck jerks, behind the neck skill press really we're going to be doing. We finally made it to the Stoltman Strength Centre. We're going through behind the neck jerk with Luke today. Previously on behind the neck press, Luke has been a push presser, and we thought we'd have an experiment with the split jerk. He's already done a couple of sessions on this himself, and I've seen that his split's not very long. He's got a bit of a short split, and obviously we've got big Tom here as well. Tom's going through a log EMOM and then a heavier strict press log today. So we'll see how he gets on, keeping his head back on the log press. Front foot. When you start getting scared of weight, you've got to do the opposite of what you think. You've got to reach front foot really far forward, but people start pulling it back actually. Yeah. Do one more. Yeah, there.
And then...
That's all I had to say in this context before. So we've just been going through the split jerk and trying to get the length of his split correct and make sure that his back foot is on his toes and turning his heel out, because that's the kind of most common mistake you make when you first start. Instead of being square here, as soon as this foot goes flat, this hip turns out. And if I've got a bar over my head, now I'm kind of here. If you've got loads of mobility through hip extension, then you could get away with it a little bit, but it's still not ideal. So yeah, we've just been trying to work on that. But the 100 kilo we did was sweet. The first one I thought it was shit. The second one was 8 out of 10. And now he's gonna go for a 10 out of 10, 140. It's gonna be buzzing. Yeah, not long enough and you were flat foot. Luke's session, a really good session. We did the press medley run through for Europes. Then he knocked out a little bit of low volume strict log, just kind of kept him ticking over with that while I did the press medley. Then we did some back throw practice. I had a little bit of fun on that. That went really well. Changed his back swing a little bit, so give him some technical tips on that. So hopefully that helps as we get into the next prep and we've got to kind of do that properly. And then we also finished with some behind the neck jerk practice. Went really well. But it was a tough call with Luke because he's so good at push pressing that for us to get 10 kilo-ish out of a split jerk in 8 weeks, it's kind of hard because his standard's so high on the behind the neck push press. So I made the decision when I watched him do the push press last to just basically say, this prep will stick with the behind the neck push press and we'll maybe practice the jerk at another period in time when we've got a little bit more time to play with, because you basically got to get the weight up at the same time as learning the technique, and they don't go hand in hand, so it kind of puts in an awkward situation. But overall, really good. I'm really happy with that session. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it and you want to watch more, click here.